Yeah, so my name is Lubona Hikapulwe. Yeah, so I'm a farmer here in Kafue Flats, Chanyanya, to be specific. Yeah, so I started my farming in 2018. So I've been doing a garden since then. Yeah, so the garden area was 25 by 25 and now has improved to 50 by 50. Yeah, so earlier we used to do calembla. Now I'm doing maize. Yeah, to add to this, 2 years ago I started going to farming in the rain-fed farming kind of. Yeah, so in which I want to, I've been doing sunflower farming. So in the sunflower farming, the main idea was to respond to the need for cooking oil in the community. So from there we make cooking oil and see how the community can be using healthy cooking oil, because sunflower cooking oil has less saturated fats as compared to these other types of cooking oils. In addition to that, I just realized that actually if you make cooking oil out of sunflower, you have also sunflower cake that can be used for the beds. So we also have a pottery at home on which we want to be, when we make sunflower cooking oil on the other side, then the cake is used for the beds at home. That's what we. Yeah, so in 2017 I just came from high school, so I didn't know what to do next. I was thinking I got to university and everything, but at the time I could not go to university because my older brother just started, so the family had to get ready to sponsor me to the next stage. But then I thought, because I've loved farming since day one, so whenever it's rain season, when I close school, I'm always with either the animals or at the farm all the time. Yeah, so I saw it's more like it's something that was already in me, so I decided to get into it. So at the time mom had a garden that she was using that was 25 by 25, so she had 3. So I said, okay, let me run one. So she gave me one. So the first thing I did was calembla. I just had a small bed out of the 25, maybe 10 by 25. So I tried it and it was giving yield. And that's the way I started running the other part. But even so, it was quite challenging because I was just coming from, I was still a boy and trying to do all that. But then over time, I started improving on, okay, how to produce. By then I was doing calembla. Okay, how to produce quality calembla. Okay, so I started getting there until I improved. After improving, now I even thought, okay, if I try this other crop in this field, okay, how would it do? So I tried rape, but I didn't do well, unfortunately. So I planted the whole 25 by 25 rape. So we sowed in the first batch. So the next batch we had issues of load shedding. That's some bit of last year, so it got disturbed. So then now we shifted from where we're doing gardening from to where we are now. So now we have we had maize rainy season. Now we have another maize. So that's what we've been doing. Okay, so our primary customers are our community. We have Chanyanya is a growing community, so we have a community here. So we want to be able to supply at least our community first, then the surplus that can go outside the community. Challenges have been, getting into something new is kind of challenging always. Yeah, so in the first year, the challenges that we had was we were still learning the crop, but we still had something. Yeah, but of recent, in the past year, the challenge we had was the drought that just hit us. We tried to do it on a larger scale compared to last year, but then we had issues to do with the drought. So we planted, we did everything, but then there was no rainfall, so the crops didn't do so much well. Another one was disease control. Some sunflower was hit by disease, and we didn't know how to go about it. And yeah, but now we are doing maize. It was also struck by the armyworms. Fortunately, we have managed to do away with the armyworms right now. As you can see, the maize is better compared to what we'd have found 2 weeks past. So the first one I did is 60 it was a 60 by 50. That was my first plantation in the other year, not the past one. So in the other year I had I think above 30 bags of sunflowers. Yeah, then you're talking of every every bag producing 10 liters of cooking oil. So that means if you sell it as sunflower, you get a bit less money compared to that. But then if you make it as cooking oil, you find that 5 liters is something like 250. 250. So that means that was like 500 one bag. But then if you sell it just as a bag, you make something like 300. So I saw value adding was more rewarding, and moreover, after you value add it, so you make a 500, then now you have sunflower cake, which you can either give to your birds or sell again. So it's so I felt, yeah, so that's how it's been. But the past year, I decided to increase on the farmland, but then unfortunately only one did well because of the rain. I would say it didn't really do well, at least compared to what everyone else is doing for this season. I think it did a little bit better. We had about 10 bags from the small land that did well. Yeah, and we got something. Yeah, we got something. It's I was reading somewhere where I was seeing that Zambia is now 20 million people, and like just less than a quarter is the one that is farming for the whole 20 million. So I think farming is one way someone would make money, because most Zambians aren't farming. So it's more like the market is very big for every farmer who would want to go into that thing. The other thing is, I think it's a rewarding business. I can confirm it's a rewarding business. For example, just this year we didn't harvest so much. Some crops didn't do well, but then from the crops that we farmed, we got something. Yeah. We got something. So it's every youth, if you're able to access any piece of land, it's the way to go. Farming is the way to go. Yeah.